In terms of the Namibian constitution, the Minister of Works and Transport is empowered to oversee infrastructure development in the country. This function is also to be extended to parastatals that fall under the Ministry of Works and Transport. However, the Deputy Minister says for years, the ministry had confined itself to its immediate affairs, leaving infrastructure development projects to the parastatals themselves. These actions in some cases left government to deal with poor infrastructure works, losing money in the process.
As to why is this the situation, I discovered that subcontracting, subcontracting is the issue. We found that the tender is given to a company that has no capacity or no skills to build. There is an issue of the clinic in Ohangwena that was given to a company owned by an accountant with no single building skills. This contractor goes to subcontract a person who has got the building experience and skills. Is the one building, but the payment is going to someone who is not building, who owns this company. Then that's when we discovered that companies that are given tenders from the Ministry of Works are companies that are not properly assessed. Because how do you give a tender to a company that has not proved that they've got the capacity?
So you did that?
Pardon?
You did that?
I did that.
Yeah, Minister of Works.
Minister of Works, I wanted to find out.
Now who issued that? Who issued that? You said Minister of Works issued.
No, the Minister of Works is the one that was evaluating before the issue. Now I wanted to know what was the evaluation criteria.
With the enactment of the Planning and Construction Industry Law, the Works and Transport Ministry will establish a construction council and members be appointed by the minister. The council's aim would be to develop proper standards and specifications for the construction sector. Industry players want to be part of the council, especially labor unions. They argue that their interest is to ensure that workers are protected.
Because you have the stakeholders and they define, but the workers are not involved. And the workers are the main. You are planning. The people who are going to do the job are the workers. Why are not involved?
Last year, we had what we called a stakeholder consultation workshop for 5 days, with all involved, all parties involved, local authorities, every stakeholder were involved. And they gave all their comments individually. Every stakeholder gave their comments in writing, their input.
Another area that government wants tightening is the issue of middlemen in state works.
When we analyzed the data, who got which tender for which price, we found that if we compared truly local companies' bids with foreign company bids, they were very competitive. Prices were more or less the same. But as soon as it was a JV, a Namibian foreign company, the price was about double. So there is something going on between the principal contractor and the middleman.
The government top leadership and the Metal and Allied Namibian Workers Union recently met to discuss the set of recommendations submitted by the union at State House. Blanche Koreses, NBC News, Windhoek.